4 fastest and cheapest Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, EasyMut.com. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's on? It's Fire here, back in the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a money play here out of the gun split close formation. Now, this play is going to come to us out of the Miami Dolphins or New England Patriots playbook. Those are the only two playbooks that it is in. It is a split close, but the play is only in Miami and Patriots. Now, right when you come to split close, what you're going to want to do is flick your right stick to the left to go to the strong slot package. Now, you guys see that puts Devontae Adams where the tight end was, but Jimmy Graham actually is going to be at the receiver spot, so you're going to have to go ahead and press A, sub him out, and then I like to press A again, get your best receiver right there. That's going to move Valdez-Scantling to the slot. I kind of want Valdez-Scantling on the outside, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that again. Now we get Allison at that slot, just some more speed. Obviously, he's faster than Jimmy Graham, and in Ultimate Team, you obviously will have 3 good receivers, and you kind of want more speed rather than a tight end. So the play we're going to be running today is going to be this PAY shot, as you guys have seen in the thumbnail. Now, PAY shot is super overpowered, has 2 good crossing routes, and it is very difficult to defend. I'm going to show you guys multiple setups with this, and if we have extra time, I might go over another play out of this. So let's just set that audible just in case we do. Alright, we're good to go. So I'm just going to come out in it regularly. Now, hash marks, I'm not sure if they do depend. I'm just going to go show you guys against a couple of different coverages. Start out with the classic cover 3 now. You guys see I'm not on the hash mark. Typically, I like to run this to the short side actually, just because I feel like it's very slow developing. If you run to the wide side, you need a lot of time. I'm just going to run from the middle though, just so that we have even spacing on both of the routes. Now, right off the bat, what you're going to want to do is just block Y. You don't want the play action. Block sheds against play action are way better. For whatever reason, they just are, and you're going to get shedded to death if you run a play action because they're playing the run, not the pass in a play action. So block your running back, block Y. RB is already on classic block. Make sure you put A on a streak. He's going to be baiting that outside third over. It's just going to open up X. And you guys see X is sort of the main crosser we want. This A crosser, it's a little more shallow. I'll show you guys the setup with that, but for this first one, we're just going to put A on a streak and B on a slant. Simple little concept. If he uses X right away, you can hit B. If he's using B, you'll obviously have the crosser open late. What I'm also going to do, just double team this guy since we kind of want to roll out to the right if we're going to hit him out. And then just simply motion over B, roll out to the right here, and then you can just throw that to the sidelines, pass lead to the right or the sideline, whatever side you're running it to, and then just usually possession catch. Usually you're throwing it to the sideline, you don't have enough space to maybe catch the ball, make a man miss. If you do, you could rat catch and maybe spin move. So very basic setup. Again, you're just blocking Y, putting A on a streak and B on a slant. Again, you could slide to the right, double team, do all that stuff, but this formation is so great to block out of just because you have these 2 running backs that can actually like pick up chop blocks. Makes it super easy to pass out of and super easy to pick up 7-man protection, which is why the formation is so good in my opinion. So again, you're just motioning B over. If you have him early, what I like to do is just simply low ball that slant. You'll pick up 5 to 6 yards, and you want to make him user that. You don't want him to just be staying on the crosser the whole time and you just to never throw to the slant. You want to hit the slant a couple times, make him user it, and that's when you can go ahead and hit X over the top. So again, blocking Y, A on a streak, B on a slant, double team this guy, hike our ball here. Now if you do have like dashing deadeye, you could go ahead and roll out, hit him right there on the sidelines, especially if you have escape artist. Here we're using Rodgers. We do have dashing deadeye, but we don't have escape artist. We're still able to make this work. You could easily throw that from the pocket, but if you want a better angle on this crossing route, I definitely recommend trying to get at least outside the hashes, at least somewhat outside the pocket. Make the throw way easier on yourselves. So again, I could go ahead also and sort of wait in the pocket here, wait for B to get open. That was just a regular bullet pass, but you guys see he is still open. But what I recommend doing when you're throwing over the middle of the field is typically just to fall down. A lot of people will have enforcers at linebacker. You can risk taking a hit stick, getting a tip interception. I know tip interceptions happen to me a ton, especially throwing across the middle of the field when you get those pass breakup animations. So I recommend just falling on the ground. I know I fall on the ground pretty much every time. that I throw over the middle of the field just because it's not worth risking it. If you can, try to get that jumping, aggressive catch animation that is so overpowered, and you rarely see that get defense. So again, I'm just putting A on a streak, B on that slant, blocking Y. You guys see Rodgers actually does this weird sort of step through. I'm not sure what that is, but I think it's just from me blocking Y. If you have the play action, that obviously won't happen. But you guys see, this is a great crosser, especially since it's from the slot. It's not like from out wide or anything. It makes it super easy to throw, and it's pretty quick developing. Now, I want to show you guys the setup that opens up this A crosser. Now, this crosser you guys see is not as deep. It sort of makes its break to the outside up the field like 5 yards short. So it's going to be a pretty difficult throw if you have like a pass lead chemistry. I know that makes it easier, but what I like to do is just put Y on a streak. You're going to motion him over to this left side. And then I'm also going to put B on a streak. So you basically have two crossers. If you can, you want him to sort of user that A crosser just so that the X one gets open. It's a way easier throw. But if not, you can obviously still hit A. I'll go ahead and do that. So again, just going to roll out to the left here, and you can still pass that up the field. Against cover 3, it's getting wide open. Now after this, I'll show you guys the setup against like cover 2, man coverage, some other plays as well. So you're just putting Y on a streak, motioning him over to this left side, vice versa if you're running it flipped. Here, I kind of like to roll over to the left, but you sort of want to stay in the pocket, wait to see where he's using. There, unfortunately, we did get sacked because like this crosser does take a little bit longer to develop than the X one. That's just expected, so you definitely want to make sure you double team. I don't have escape artist, which is why I'm getting sacked, so just keep that in mind as well. But once again, just putting Y on a streak, motion him over here, B on a streak as well, just in case you throw that to the other side. Now, let's see if I can roll out here so I don't get sacked. Just going to roll out, step up in the pocket, make sure I wait to throw that up the field and possession catch on the sideline. Otherwise, it could have been click on interception. But you guys see, that's a lot closer. Obviously, you can just come out here, run the same exact setup, and still throw this over to the right side, which is usually what I like to do. Usually, I'll find my opponent using that A crossing route. And the route we really want to hit is this X crosser just because it gets so open. Super difficult to stop as well, but you really just want to follow his user, see which one he's using, and throw it to the other side. So now let's go to a cover 2. Now a lot of people, they're running cover 2, they're basically just putting A in the middle thirds. That's just a basic thing that I will do there. If they actually do have the mid read, it sort of follows that X crosser very well. So nobody really uses the mid read though, so I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm just going to go over the first setup again against cover 2. It's going to be very similar. The crosser will still get over the top of the cloud flat. You just have to wait a little bit because otherwise it still sort of syncs up and they might have a chance to click on. So just make sure you wait for him to sort of fall down again or fall back down back to his zone. So again, pretty much the same. Shoot, I'm in a cover 3. But you guys see this low ball slant that I've been throwing. You can pretty much throw it any time just because those zones don't undercut it. They're going to play over the top. Now, I think if he might shade down and then put his zones back up, it might do it like these vertical hooks. Maybe if they're shaded down, they might play better. I haven't tried it. I've only gone against this a couple of times. Not too many people actually run split close, surprisingly. But when they do, this play is definitely very difficult for me to stop. I've tried so many different things. I've tried cross-manning the slant just to try to stop it. I usually just leave a vertical hook on the left, follow the slant, and then have to follow the crosser, but that's still a ton of work. And if the crosser is fast enough, you're not going to be able to recover with a linebacker. So again, pretty much the same setup. Snap the ball here, and there you guys see my player actually didn't even pick up the blitz, but the running back still picks up the cut block. So I kind of want to show you guys the replay there and show you why that actually worked and why this is a big reason why the formation is so good. I double team this D end. My players actually don't pick him up, and you will see that happen sometimes online where like he just gets that looping animation, nobody picks him up, whatever. But in any other formation, you guys see, look at Aaron Jones. He's going to go ahead and pick up a cut block just because I did use that double team mechanic on the right side. So we got Jones picking up a cut block on the open man on the left, and then we have, for whatever reason, he did get looped by, but we still have another running back to pick up the block, which is why the max protect situation is so good out of split close and why that this formation is so good, especially to block out of. So again, you guys will see me do that. You're going to see Aaron Jones block. He actually didn't block anybody this time, but you guys see this crosser is super difficult to stop. It's super annoying to go against, and this is only one play out of split close. There's a ton of different plays you can mix in out of the split close. Now, Let's show you guys the replay or the play out of cover 2. This sort of running back streak play. This one, I'm pretty sure the A crosser isn't as easy to hit just because of how shallow it is as we get instant pressured. But if you really wanted to get this A crosser open, something that you could do is basically just put B on a drag and still have A on the crosser. Something sort of like PA post shot out of tight flex. Those who know that play, this is basically that same exact thing. So I'm just gonna run this, wait for him to get over, and boom, you guys see. I think I was in cover 3 again. I just keep forgetting to audible, but I'll show you guys that look again out of a cover 2. All right, we're good to go. Now motion Jones over on the streak. Just put B on a drag here. Now the X crosser will still get open, but it's not going to be as close because we obviously don't have our clear out. Still should be usable, but you guys see, look how open A gets. The cloud flat is just going to be pulled down by the drag. Drag baits the cloud flat so easily, and we have so much space to throw that. So if you're going against cover 2, that's a setup you like to get, that you could go to. You could also run a similar thing by just motioning the running back out, and you could actually put him on a drag, something like this, and just hope the user follows the A crosser. But this could definitely kill a cover 2 defense as well, as you guys will see it do here. Denzel Ward's going to get pulled down. Look how much space we have, and we're actually able to stay in bounds there. So that's pretty much it for the video. I mean, actually, I'll show you guys a quick cover 2 look now. You guys will see Davante Adams isn't really going to burn him just because he is so slow. He's only like 90 speed, I think, but if you have like a 95 speed receiver, there's no way that man coverage should stick with him. You guys see Davante is going to kill him. Bad throw by Rodgers, but that's a faster cornerback than Davante, and he's still getting open. Just classic man coverage. And if he does want to run man coverage, he's going to have to probably still use the crosser, and the slant should still get wide open, unless maybe he puts a cloud flat on the field. Now, since it's Denzel Ward on a 73 receiver, you guys see he's not getting open, but Davante still burning him on that quick man coverage look. So that's just proof that it does beat man as well. So that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Fire Madden 20 content in the future. Go check out my Twitter. Link will be in the description. And peace. I'm out of here.